Hello students. In second topic mechanical properties of fluids, today we are going to discuss about terminal velocity of a sphere. For this, see this diagram in which a spherical object is fall inside the viscous fluid. So this spherical object is acted upon by different forces such as Fu, Fv and F. Suppose Fg. Fu means upthrust force due to the medium and the force due to viscous force. Viscosity is viscous force Fv and the force due to gravity, that is Fg. The force due to the medium is Fu vertically in upward direction. Similarly, the force due to viscosity Fv is also vertically upward, and the force due to gravity or due to its weight is vertically downward. Thus, there are three types of forces exerted on this spherical object when it is fall inside the viscous fluid. Therefore, the net force exerted on this spherical object is written as F is equal to Fg minus Fv plus Fu. Fv plus Fu. Suppose this is equation 1. Among these, Fg and Fu are constant. Okay, Fg and Fu are constant, whereas Fv, that is force due to viscosity, changes or increases with increase in velocity. One stage is reached at which the net force becomes totally zero. Therefore, Fg minus Fv plus Fu is equal to 0. The net force becomes 0. So we can write Fg is equal to Fv plus Fu. At this stage, the velocity is said to be as terminal velocity, where the upthrust velocity and the downward velocity of spheres becomes constant. Now consider the spherical object fall inside the viscous fluid as shown in figure, which is of radius small r, means r is the radius of spherical object, and sigma be the density of the medium, and eta be the coefficient of viscosity. Now, when the sphere attains terminal velocity, means the downward force and the total upward force becomes equal or constant. Therefore, we can write total downward force or downward velocity is equal to total upthrust or upward force equal. Downward force means weight of sphere. Therefore, weight of sphere is mg is equal to total upward force means viscous force, and this upward force is called as buoyant force. Okay, therefore we can write viscous force plus buoyant force due to medium, surrounding medium. Therefore, the weight of sphere, as the object is spherical, its volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube into density of sphere is suppose rho, and into acceleration due to gravity means g. This is value of mass, and into g means weight of sphere is equal to viscous force. Viscous force, we have derived an expression for this, which is equal to 6 pi eta r v plus buoyant force is the upward force is 4 by 3 pi r cube into density of the medium into g. Okay, now 6 pi eta rv is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube rho g, and this term is transferred towards this side. Therefore, minus 4 by 3 pi r cube sigma into g. Now, taking 4 by 3 pi r cube and g common into g, and inside the bracket rho minus sigma. Now, this v is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube j into rho minus sigma as it is, and the remaining term is transferred towards this side. Therefore, this term is 6 pi eta r, 4 pi r cube g rho minus sigma. 3 into 6 is 18 pi eta r. 2 2s are 4, 2 9s are 18. Pi gets cancelled, and this r and here 1 r gets reduced. Therefore, 2 r is 2 by 9, suppose r square g rho minus sigma divided by eta is the expression for, suppose 1, equation number 1. This is an expression for terminal velocity of sphere when it is fall inside the viscous fluid as shown in above figure. Now from same diagram, same formula, we can write formula for eta, that is coefficient of viscosity. Exchange these two terms and we get 2 by 9 r square g rho minus sigma divided by v. This is suppose equation 2. This is an expression for coefficient of viscosity of the fluid. Thus this was about terminal velocity. Now we have completed our second topic, mechanical properties of fluids. So thank you students.